I will start with my presentation. Just to wrap up this first part of our day, I see we all are talking about one thing, creativity. And as a professor of liberal arts of the University of Tartu, it was very important and outstanding period in Estonia before, and also the COVID started and lockdown started. So artists as me could focus on my creativity, what was hidden or put into the tablecloth in order to do my work as a educator, entrepreneur, and researcher. So now I would love to give you a kitchen side view to that process. You can see my drawings are totally opposite. My background is professional artist. I have got all this legacy of Vitruvius, of Palladio, of Leonardo da Vinci, what still are components of art and design and architecture education all over the Europe. But also combination with Asian philosophy. So these are just for you some glimpse of, you can see here, this is conscious, this is unconscious layers, what I found during my drawing process. So I was just sitting at my table, and you see this is empty, and suddenly it's filled, but this suddenly filling is and the drawing of this kind of memory landscapes or visionary landscapes. It's a very long process. I just needed to come back to my roots in order to find out who I am as an artist and what I am doing here. And then I also digitalized all these hand-drawn originals. So computer started to translate my original work into something else. And here today you will see this result of how computer reads my originals. Behind that, every drawing is a complex system of mythological signs and symbols, what are common all over the world. And opposite to Nerva, I always use a very, very complex system of thinking during drawing. I am not making any sketches because I am trained to sketch, like Jaan said. Picasso came out with his outstanding works after he had learned all the skills, and so he was liberated. He was making so-called mistakes, but they were genius. They were something new. In this exhibition, you can see my interpretations, my symphonies of using spirals and secret knots, also pyramids. I think pyramids and delta and also eggs of wisdom and voices of angels. How can you describe this seven-layered stone of wisdom, or philosopher's stone, or Kundalini balance, what we all know from who meditate, and how this kind of culture has transformed and vanished from our life because of stereotypes. When we look back to the archaeology, this is at Jõelähtme. I was a girl, teenager, and went to the excavations together with archaeologists, and I was so surprised why and how in so ancient times people could make such perfect rounds, perfect circles, and then I started to realize how much our Finno-Greek, Nordic mythology and the details in patterns are patterns of memory and eternal text that we have to remember. And this kind of sign system is given from generation to generation, and it is readable text, it is visual writings of the oral culture, like Juri Lotman mentioned. So this kind of coding and decoding is one of the most important principles of art through all centuries of human existence and human art. It is not your self-expression. This is more writing with visual symbols and texts in order to make us experience and see how much we are not only physical, but also spiritual and much more than our own body. So, during the lockdown, I was seeking for harmony and healing in this chaotic time. And I found some very, very important signs and symbols from history, but actually are vanished because of some stereotypical thinking. If you put in Google Kadukeus, I don't know, do you see it? Yeah, you see. Then these serpents are not just bad creatures in paradise, but they also are something deeper, something bigger than a human existence. This is something connected to universe, some basic elements of existence, and they have become as a cooperative sign systems or logos for commerce and negotiations. And it comes back to the Greek and to Rome, and also to all kind of symbol systems of our European culture. So also I was very, very afraid of snakes, and I was so surprised why I am dealing with snakes now. And actually it was connected with this corona and this virus, and somehow becoming a new, or giving away your old skin and renew yourself. And I started to renew my handwriting as an artist. Without any draft, I started to just draw. And when I have showed to other people those drawings, I'm so afraid, are they afraid of the snakes? But at the same time, most of people have said that this is, your snakes are so kind snakes and so holy, and so something really, really beautiful is in them. So quotes, references to the mythology, to the main texts, like in science we refer to authorities. My authorities are mythologies. So the sun, serpent is a renewer, rebirth, reincarnation, perfection, infinity, holiness, existence, protection, healing, wisdom. And in China, in Zoroastrian moon ceremonies, in Egypt, in Viking culture, all these kind of effects also in my drawings here. So you can see the Tree of Life. This is one of my favorite books in my home. This is something what gives food for my imagination, and but I never copy. I can't copy because this is the unethical in the world of arts, and I always have to be in a struggle, be in a very, very big fighting with myself in order to not to replicate, but to interpret. So this kind of interpretations in the with these sign systems of humankind make us better, make us wider, make our thinking and philosophical existence more meaningful, and our science, our research will be better. This is my research hidden behind these doors, and like Leonardo and all researchers and scholars, united philosophy, research, imagination. My question raised during this process, how does AI interpret the structures and symbols of our mythological worldview, and will artificial intelligence create its own mythology and science system? Thank you.